Trying to find a place to position to get my phone where I don't have to hold it and y'all can see. There you go. I think that's as far as we can zoom in. Not the best image in the world, but yeah, this is one of the scales on I-45 North leaving Houston, and this is it's one of Texas's training centers. So they train their DOT officers at this scale right here. And they have a pretty regular schedule. Most of the time it's usually like from 6 a.m. to like 3 p.m. And it's usually Monday through Friday. But they do throw up the occasional, just pop-ups where they'll open in the middle of the night, they'll open on the weekend, they'll open middle of the night on the weekend. Y'all know the way scales work. There's all kinds of different, they do different times every once in a while, but this one keeps a pretty regular schedule. Can y'all hear me all right? Appreciate that thumbs up. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Dab, we're back. Doing another one. Yeah. Since I'm sitting at home for the next few days, I'm going to just try to do a little more lives, I guess. But yeah, this station right here, this weight station right here, opened up when I was a rookie driver, when I first started driving a CDL truck. I started with a school bus, then I graduated to a mixer, concrete mixer. And this weight station here, the first week that it opened, I was one of the first ones, me and like 3 other trucks that were in the same company that I worked for, got overweight tickets here. We were some of the first ones to get overweight tickets. We were about 4,000 or 5,000 pounds over gross. It was a concrete mixer, so we couldn't just they couldn't put us out of service because we couldn't just dump the concrete right there on the side of their facility there. They wouldn't have liked that too much. But the lights are off right now. They were just on. I guess they already got the customers they needed for now. And so the lights are off at the moment. But this is the one that I had told you guys that there's like a quote unquote bypass in a way. But it's no secret. It's not like I'm snitching out drivers that go around this scale, because I mean it's no secret. People have been going around it for years, and they do stings every once in a while, and they'll put a bunch of state troopers out or DOT officers out on that road too, and they'll pull over a bunch of trucks that are going around the scale. So it's no secret. Edward, what's going on? Oh, you can hear me good? Thank you. Good. The image is not great because I'm zoomed way in. I mean, look how far I'm zoomed in. Let me zoom out real quick. I'm zoomed in pretty good. Pretty good way, so it's gonna look blurry. Big John, what's going on? Nick, good afternoon. Yeah, you see how it's pretty blurry that way, but it's kind of the closest we can get without the noise Saturday night. What's up, man? What's going on, man? I ain't heard from you in a minute. I'm doing good. Just been off for a few days. I'm gonna be off for another few more days, and just come out here and do lives for you guys. I'm here at a dead end street, so there's not in anybody's way, and nobody's nobody bothering. I'm not bothering anybody, so I'm just here at a dead end street, and it's right here close to this scale. You can see the scale house way out in the back. I know, man. I've been hearing that nobody's getting notifications. If you can unsubscribe and resubscribe and then press the bells again, that might help you out. That might help me out, really, because a lot of you guys aren't getting notified. Nick, what am I doing? I'm just sitting here, my day off. I'm at a scale, just watching this inspection station here in Texas. Um, but yeah, I'm not on the road today. I'm sitting here just at the house, and I get bored at the house, so I decided, hey, why not? Let's go do a live. Let's go do a live on these scales right here that this weight station. That a lot of truckers kind of fear this station right here because they are very, very picky. When do I work again? Saturday. I got a load going up to, hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing else happens. Saturday I got a load going up to Illinois. So yeah. Was that Noah? You're in Kansas right now? No, you're in Alabama. That's what's up. Alabama. You living there or you working? You driving through there? Oh, Nick, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for watching, for being here for 3 years, man. I really do appreciate you guys so much. My ride or dies, man, like Noe and Saddle Tramp and Alex, Richard. I mean, a lot of you guys are, to me, like my extended family, really. Oh, okay. You live in Alabama. You left Cali and went to Alabama. Just bypassed us, huh? Just bypassed Texas. Now, that's cool. Work for Toyota. A Toyota plant? Yeah, you have. Yeah, no, you've been following me for a while. I remember I've conversed with you before for sure. I guess I don't know. I guess YouTube's not really pushing out my stuff as much because I had stopped for a while. YouTube does not like you to stop posting anything. Oh, mechanic. Okay, cool. Toyota, man, it's a good brand. We had a Camry for a little while. Yeah, we had that Camry for a little bit, and here in Texas, man, as you know, in Alabama, rainstorms and stuff like that, stuff gets flooded quick. So we got rid of the Camry and bought this Jeep. We were thinking, we were kind of going back and forth on either getting a Toyota Tacoma or the Jeep Gladiator, and I really wanted the Gladiator because it's a convertible. Basically, that's what enticed me to go for the Gladiator. But I know the Toyota Tacomas hold their value real good and they're real reliable. But the off-road capabilities, they're pretty par, I think, the Jeeps and the Tacomas. Look, we got us a little four-wheeler right here. Is that a Toyota, huh? There's a little four-wheeler right there. It just stopped. Huh. But yeah, the scales are still shut down. They were just open. As soon as I started the live, they closed it. Do they know? Yeah, Tacoma does hold their value real good. The good thing, the Jeeps hold their value very good too. The Gladiator and the Jeep Wrangler hold their value very, very good. So we're kind of good there. But reliability, of course, I already know, man. 100% Toyota. It's a Prius? Okay. That's one of the newer ones, huh? Little gas saver. Probably goes about 70 miles per gallon. Hey, man, every car has its space. Every car has its use, you know. I'm a car guy, so I don't hate on any vehicle, really, from electrics to the internal combustion engines. But they're just chilling there. Something's wrong with the Prius or the driver. Hopefully they don't jump out and start using the restroom and then we catch them here. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, man. That's an 07? It looks like a newer gen. Okay, you know Toyotas. No arguing with you there. But still, Scale House is probably busy right now. Just watching a lot of my brothers and sisters going by here on the highway. A lot of heavy haulers, I noticed. Comes another one, another heavy hauler. Instead of scale watching, I guess we'll do truck watching. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, this is this one's hauling. I don't know what the heck he's hauling. It's somewhat of a heavy hauler right there. Shout out to all the heavy haulers out here on the road. Oh, you only been with Toyota 9 months? That's what's up. What is a mechanic to do at a Toyota, as a Toyota mechanic? Like, they don't break down very often. Troll Trucker, I am in New Waverly, Texas. I haven't gone through Ohio in a while. I kind of do more dedicated stuff now, so I normally just go either up to Illinois, to our yard in Illinois, or over to Virginia, sometimes to Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I don't do a lot of the regular OTR anymore, so I haven't been in Ohio in a while. Carry Transport, that's a company right there owned by Hennef. They do the food grade, that tanker right there. They do all the food grade stuff. Haven't seen any Hennef trucks go by. Well, I guess that's one. Yeah, I believe you. Snow and ice all over the place right now. Luckily, we're 36 degrees here, which is super cold for this part of Texas. Oh shoot, what'd I do? I would imagine that's all that gets done at that place. Just maintenance stuff, wear and tear stuff. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Toyotas are built. They are built right. I don't care what anybody says. The Toyotas they're long lasting, man. You're gonna get your money out of them for sure. You headed for Big Springs? Oh man, is it bad out there in Big Springs? I don't have my computer with me to be seeing the weather. I normally like looking at the weather while I'm doing the lives. Okay, so it's just bad where you're at. Okay. The older Toyotas need a little bit of loving, huh? Oh, bro, be careful out there, man, with that black ice. Yeah, I did see something about there being some black ice in Dallas. There's so many bridges in that area, in the big cities, that it's super dangerous to drive with the black ice. That's 100%. You're right about that. There's so many. They're all elevated, so they all get iced up really quick. That's where that big accident was. What, last year, 2 years ago? It was a big. What's coming off of this truck? See all that stuff that just came off of that truck right there? Oh, there's snow coming off that truck. That's what that is. There's oh, I couldn't get it to zoom out. Yeah, there's snow coming off the back of that truck right there, or the top of that truck. Just saw a bunch of sheets of ice fall off and land on the freeway over there. Isn't that like a thing that you have to get that cleaned out before you get on the road? I don't do vans or reefer, so I don't really do much of that. Oh man, I can imagine there's a bunch of trucks parked right now. My good buddy of mine was up in Wyoming, which of course that's a given, and it's always this time of year it's bad, but he was parked for 4.5 days, something like that. And he called me back and forth, and we like kind of look at the weather and see if he should go. And and he's an old school driver, so he's like, I'm not gonna put myself at risk. Got some prison boys going by right there in that old not old in that bus. That's a Texas TDCJ ID prison bus right there. They normally go up to Galveston from Huntsville. Huntsville is pointed the way we're at. Well, you can see right there, it says Huntsville. What was that, 18 miles? But from Huntsville is the biggest, for Texas, it's like the headquarters for the prisons. So there's a bunch of prisons here. And they go to Galveston to the hospital. So they go back and forth. Okay, you haul bulk. That's what's up. I've never done that either. I've never hauled that stuff. Enjoying that lunch, huh? A ver qué estás comiendo. What are you eating for lunch, man? Pawpaw. What's going on, Pawpaw? Like your name, man. You know exactly where I'm sitting. Well, come over here and have a cup of coffee with me, man. Corey. You just turned down a load for the third time. West Michigan. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Stay put, man. It's not worth it. Orange chicken and some arroz. Ooh, that sounds pretty good, actually. Heck yeah. Always 79.9. Load it down, troll. Load it down. That's what's up. That wind ain't gonna mess with you too much. Oh, you're in Magnolia right now, Pawpaw? It's all good. We got time. You can sit down and have a cup of coffee. Little conversation. Heck yeah. Oh, scales are open. Scales are open. They just turned on the lights, or have they been on? I just now noticed them. You can kind of barely tell right there that they're on, but they just opened them up. Alec, yes sir, New Waverly. New Waverly, famous on New Waverly Station. Always messing with truckers over here. They just opened up the scale, so they're about to start pulling on in there unless they have the pre-pass. So they just let go of the, they had 4 DOT officers in there, so they just let go of the 4 trucks that they were messing with, and time to get another 4. Come on in to the Price is Right and see if get some more money from you. Oh, that's what's up, man, on 830. Okay. Heck yeah. I know where you at. I know where you at. Yeah, I don't live far, man. I live on 1097. Live off of 1097. That's right, Papa. We could do that. All right. I wish we were a little closer so we could actually get a better perspective of what's going on, but this is as close as we can get. I do have, yeah, but I don't know how to hook up a live to that. I have a lens. I have a camera with a long lens, but to be able to hook it up, I guess I can figure it out. It's kind of fun, actually. The Tanker Yanker, highway transport. I haven't seen any hint of trucks come through here. Quantex. I've been seeing a lot of Quantex. Is that like a company that's all of a sudden bought a bunch of other companies, or they're growing, or it's just sometimes you just see a bunch of the same trucks all the time? Ooh-wee. But yeah, I'm be here a little longer. Oh, really? They're running that. We're in town. All right, Papa. Well, you have a good one, man. You have a good day, good evening. Stay warm. Yeah, I haven't seen any, like I said, any of Hennif's truck go by. If they usually do run this area, but I haven't seen any. Oh, okay. Okay, Alec, I see what you're talking about. Huh, guess I've never paid attention to it. But you got these custom trucks going by right here. Yeah. Beautiful. I'm gonna look out for that truck. I'm gonna look out for that, Alec. Appreciate you letting me know about it. Oh yeah, you just had a Hennif truck pass you up. Small world. Oh man, check out this truck coming up, man. Kind of looks pretty cool. Let's see if y'all can see it right there. That's a good looking KW. I mean, my bad, that's a Pete. My bad, that's a Pete. That ain't no KW. Kind of look like it from the front. Oh yeah, she's a beauty. She's a beauty. Sorry for all the shakiness. I just gotta have it zoomed in. Well, let's see back right there. Thank you, Alec, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And that's cool, man. You're not a trucker. That's all. It's cool, man. Really the reason I started this channel was for people that aren't truckers, the way they could see how our day-to-day is out here, and the cool things that you can actually see being a truck driver, get paid to go see the country. I'm at the point already in my career that I've already seen everything I wanted to see, per se. The only thing I haven't seen is what's that? Mount Rushmore. Other than that, oh, and the Grand Canyon. Other than that, I've pretty much seen almost everything there is to see as far as like big landmarks here in the United States. Been to every city, every state. Um, but as of when I started driving, I mean, this is what I really got into driving for, was just to be able to go see the country. I didn't have money to travel, broke. Still don't have money. Anyways, I didn't have money to travel. So I said, you know what? Let me get into trucking and I can travel, but see the country and get paid. And 22 years later, ta-da, here I am, still driving trucks. So it's been good, but it's getting kind of, it's now become a job. Like I said, first it was like an adventure. Every time I would get told, you're going to go to New York. Yeah, let's go check it out. You're going to go to LA, or you're going to go to Chicago, or you're going to go to Seattle. Like, it was always exciting for me. And I always would stop. I would always take a day whenever I'd go somewhere and just go mingle with the locals and go check out. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like going to the little small towns too, and just hang out with the local people. I'm a people person. People watcher, people person. And I just enjoy that type of stuff. So that's what it was for me. But now it's just becoming a job, and the work environment is not as good as I would want it to be. So, it is what it is. But I just got off the phone yesterday. Not just got off the phone. I got off the phone yesterday with a cousin of mine that lives in Australia. And he's got a good friend of his that is a truck driver in Australia. Plus, we have another family member to us, to a trucker's life, named Andy. And Andy is also a truck driver in Australia. And what I want to do is go out there and see how life is as a trucker in Australia. And what I want to do is just go do that around the whole world. But I got to build this channel up a little more. It's got to be more sustainable. I don't have, if I could live off of what this channel would provide, or could provide, then it'd be awesome. I would just go travel everywhere. I mean, that would just be my thing. I'm just a free soul, man, that just wants to go everywhere. If you were to ever confine me to an office, you might as well just send me to the next world, because I would go crazy if I was confined to an office or just a building. Like, routine for me kills me. Like, I get bored so quick with a routine, man. I know a lot of people are content with that and they're fine with that, but me, myself, I can't do it. Like, I just couldn't do it. I'll go crazy. But so traveling for me has been like second nature. I've loved it since my dad kind of engraved that into my, into me, that he loved traveling too. And we'd always go places. And every weekend, my dad and I would go just drive around the area, finding different places, seeing different places here in our area. So that's why I got pretty familiar with all of this. And he taught me how to read maps. My dad taught me how to read the maps, and I would take off. Like, on my days off, I would take off to California. I would take off to Louisiana by myself once I got my license, and just follow maps. And that's why I've always loved being on the road. So I don't know if I could do any other job than driving a truck or something similar, traveling. Kind of getting tired of, like I said, of driving a semi, but it's okay. You have your ups and downs. Sometimes you get tired of it and sometimes you don't. For me, it's more the work environment at the moment that's got me kind of down, really, more than anything. Just for situations that happened that I really didn't have much control of. But that's all I'm going to say about that, because I still work here, and I still need to have bills to pay. So that's all I'm going to talk about that. But yeah, I want to go do that, traveling, and go just meet a bunch of people all over the world. And I mean, that's my dream to go out and and bring you guys with me, you know, go see the life of other truckers, like the real deal, not the stuff that you see on the Discovery Channel or all these networks that, you know, make it more dramatic than what it is. Let's see how this four-wheeler gets on the freeway. Is he going to build up speed and then get on? Look what he just did. Like, he built no speed and just jumped on. And then not too far is all this traffic, and then you got a semi coming right there that is right in that right lane, because he should be, because he's got the scale coming up. People, please be careful. Truckers do it all the time. I've made videos on that. Please be careful when you jump on the freeway. Build up speed. Don't just jump on the freeway. That is like so dangerous for you and everybody else around you. So dangerous. So many people get killed that way. You just jump out on the road, and like I kind of predict. I mean, you kind of see that that's what was going to happen. Man, have I ever considered doing a podcast? Kind of. I've thrown it around. But I don't know. I have considered it, but maybe I should. I don't know. I think that would be pretty fun. Yeah, hey, start it up, man. Start it up, Alec, and I'll be one of your first guests. If you have me, if you'd like to have me, I'd be one of your first guests if you want to start a podcast on that. It's a Prius driver. Right? What could you expect? It's a Prius driver or a Tesla driver. Man, what time is it? 1:30. Oh, 1:30 here in the great state of Texas. So you're in Birmingham? Is that where you're at? Birmingham, Alabama. Hey, that's a good idea, Alec. Heck yeah, there's a lot of ideas, man. We just got to put it down and do it. That's all there is to that. Like, I get a lot of people that always tell me, I want to start a YouTube channel. Okay, what's holding you back? Oh, I don't have the camera. Bull. I call bull on that one. You have a cell phone. That's what we're on right now. An iPhone. A lot of people have iPhones. A lot of people have really good Samsung phones. You can start your YouTube channel with your phone. A lot of the famous YouTubers just use their cell phone. They might edit on laptops, but they use their cell phone. You don't have to go buy some expensive. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Beast, Goon Squad. Goon Squad uses y'all. You ever seen Goon Squad? Those kids that rebuild cars. That's what they use. They use an iPhone. That's right, man. Mr. Beast. Man, my hat's off to that guy, man. Like, if it's true what he says, he lives a very modest life and just spends his money helping other people. Well, the scales lights are off, so they got their customers for now. Too bad we can't see. Can we see? Let me see if I can get the camera up. No, we can't tell if there's any cars over there. Or any trucks, sorry. But yeah. That's all you need. All you need is an idea and your cell phone. Like my cousin that lives in Australia has a very interesting he could make his channel very interesting if he really works on it, because he is so he ended up winning a lottery to move to Australia. So in El Salvador, they had a lottery, and you could apply And if you were part of the winner of the lottery, one of the lotteries, it was like 1,000 families or something. Australia paid for you to fly to Australia. They'd get you education. They'd get you a job. They'd get you a place to live until you built yourself up. And he was one of those that won that lottery back in the early, let's see, the early 90s. Is when, or maybe earlier than that, was when he won that lottery. And he's been in Australia for years now, and he just started a channel called Un Salvadoreño, La Vida de un Salvadoreño en Australia. So it's the life of a Salvadorian in Australia, which is, to me, I think is really interesting because I've looked up other people, other channels that might resemble his, and there's not any really. So it's the life of a Salvadorian in Australia, which is a culture shock, right? Going from one country to another like that. But yeah, he's starting his channel and he's buying all this expensive equipment. And I told him, I said, Dave, man, you don't need to buy that expensive equipment. Just your cell phone is perfect, and you'll just start with that. If you need it later on, go ahead and get it. I'm telling you guys because I'm a victim of that. I mean, a victim. I do that myself. I'm not a victim. I do that. I've done that myself. I got all kinds of cameras, and at the end of the day, I'm using this thing. So, I mean, every camera has its place. The GoPro has its place because you can stick that outside of your truck, your car, your motorcycle, your Jeep, or whatever you have, and make videos that way because you can put them outside, get more immersive video. Drones they have their part too because they show, you know, the aerial views of the places that you go, and so everything has its place. But you don't have to go out and spend thousands and thousands of dollars when you're starting out. Put yourself in the hole when you're starting out, while you can just do it all with your cell phone. I did the live last night that I did it on this phone as well. So, you know, I use pretty much everything I have, but I don't use the $3,000 camera that I bought as much as I should. There's just a lot that comes with it, with those type of cameras. The lenses and learning how to run them so they look good, and the stabilization and all that stuff. I mean, it's a lot. All right, guys, so if I don't lose you, let me see if I can set y'all up where y'all aren't going to fall down. If I don't lose you guys, let's drive over there by the scale real quick and see what's going on. You turn around. Y'all can see that I'm at a dead end. Try not to run over nobody's mailbox here. Cool old fella lives at the end of this street here with these huge pit bulls that were scary looking, but were sweet as could be. All right, let's see if I don't lose you guys, then we'll end the live if I lose you guys there. So it is what it is. Man, I need to go do some mudding in this Jeep, man. No, I'm not into mudding. I like the rock crawling part of. That's why we ended up getting the Rubicon, because it's more set up for the rock crawling than mudding. All right. A lot of people, this road right here, a lot of people when there's a backup on the freeway, they'll end up taking this road, thinking that they can. Because in Texas, a lot of these feeder roads run alongside of the freeways for miles. And they're thinking that they're going to get off and get right back on. And as you just guys saw, it's a dead end. And people end up cutting through the grass and getting stuck and all that good stuff. Big old American flag, like that. Alrighty. All right, now I go back to work. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. And hope to hear from you soon. Ozzy. Saludes, cipote. Saludando, reportando aquí de Texas, norte de Houston. Alrighty. Hold the phone, make sure it don't fall, and then let it go, because we can't be holding the phone and driving at the same time, because that is not legal. Alrighty. This is the road that a lot of drivers take when they're bypassing that scale. Are we bypassing scale there, driver? Are we bypassing? No, I'm not snitching. No snitch. Don't snitch on them. No, they know. These cops know if these trucks are out here. Comes another one. Good restaurant right here, Fish Pond. Those little hole-in-the-wall restaurants are always good, the old good diners. All right, let's see if we can get up on the freeway and see what victims are in the bendiciones. See what victims are in the scale at the moment. On the other side of this bridge right here, right in front of us, there was a DOT officer there waiting for people, but that's going the opposite way. There's no scale going that way, so nobody was passing the scale, just speeding. I think speed enforcement. What's going on there, Mr. Four-wheeler? Did you just dump that trash? Huh? All right, get on the freeway. Some people say freeway, some people say expressway. I call it freeway. All right. Smash that like button, guys. I'd really appreciate it. If you smash that like button for me. Help these videos get out a little more as we start doing them more often. We can get more people in here and have a good old time. Sorry for the wind noise. This is a Jeep, and the wind noise or the road noise is very loud. So here's our first sign for the scale. So our first sign for the scale, and 1.5 miles, all trucks, right lane. They don't call it a weight station, they call it an inspection station, which that's what it is. They do a lot of inspections at this scale. Probably this scale and the two down in South Texas down there on 281 and on 77 probably are the biggest revenue makers for Texas. That's where we were parked right there, on top of that hill. We're 18 miles from Huntsville, Texas. It's the little town I grew up in. Pre-pass site. Should we pull in the scale? Nah, I don't want to piss anybody off. Let's see if we're able to see our victims that are in there right now. Another tanker, Spirit. Shout out to Spirit Tanker Yankers. And it looks like from here, you guys can't see yet, there is at least one truck that they're inspecting right now. Man, this weather just sucks. If you're depressed, this weather gets you more depressed. I know, that's why I left the house. So they got us, there's a bobtail truck in there and a dry van in there right now. That's who they're inspecting at the moment. So only because you're bobtailing doesn't mean, oh, and a hotshot truck. Didn't see that one. So only because you're bobtailing don't mean they're not going to inspect your butt. So they got 3 in there that they're doing their thing with. Sometimes they'll run like operations where it's just straight up tankers, straight up flatbeds or container haulers. because there's a lot of containers that run through here between Houston and Dallas. Because of course Houston has the port, or a few ports. Exiting off here. And yep, that's it. So that's who they had in the scales right now. Pretty interesting. I don't know, man. I might try to figure out how to rig up my long lens camera, and so we can get a little better view of the scales. If y'all are interested in that, if not, then you know we'll not do it. We're gonna back road it through the bypass area. CC Cobb. Oh, CC Cobb. That's a company that Heniff just bought. One of Heniff's new acquisitions. There was a lot of unhappy customers. I mean, unhappy drivers over at CC Cobb. But with merge and growth, there's always going to be people get upset. It is what it is. When we got bought out, I was at Miller and we got bought out by Heniff. We were all very upset about the situation as well. For the most part, has it worked out? Yeah, for the most part. Just the situation that I'm in at the moment, just I wish I could talk more about it, but not gonna do it. All right, so this is where people normally bypass. They'll go around. I don't know. Will we run into one of those trucks that we just saw a little while ago? Whoa! I just fell down. Let me set y'all back up. There you go. So some people ask, why would you bypass? There was some flatbeds the other day that went around, and they're like, on the video, people commented, why would you bypass if you're, empty? For maintenance issues on your truck that that are bad and you need to address, for service issues, out of hour service type of issues, or just to avoid it all the way around just because. Just because you don't want to fool around with the scales. Yeah, here's another truck going around. Yeah, see, a lot of drivers do this. You're going to see mostly their owner operators. I don't blame them, man. I don't blame them one bit. Well, that's not an owner operator, but see, I mean, there's really no reason to have traffic on this road, but there is or trucker traffic, but there is just because of that scale. And at one point in time, that scale had phone numbers, had banners like all on the, had banners all on the fencing over there for companies that would come over and work on your trucks when you got put out of service. And I thought that was kind of a conflict of interest, because it seems like the state troopers or somebody was getting some money, some kickback from giving those trucks, those repair companies that opportunity to make money. So yeah, but I drove by there earlier and I didn't see, before I started my live, I didn't see the no banners on there anymore, because I mean that's conflict of interest. You can't help another company. If you're in law enforcement, you can't help a independent company make money because you're pulling people over. There was a big thing in Houston about this. Huge thing in Houston about this, where Houston PD would call certain record drivers to come pick up cars that they would ticket for not parking in the right place, or people that got pulled over for DWIs or anything like that. They would call a specific tow truck company, and the tow truck company would kick them back some money. That was extra revenue. You can't do that. That's against the law. And that's how that scale operated for a while. But as I look right now, I didn't see anything. So maybe that's not a thing anymore. Or maybe they just call them on the DL. Hey, there's a truck over here that I just put out of service. Come check them out. I mean, that's totally wrong, but it's happening. It happens. It happens every day. So it's no secret. Jay, how's the weather in Dallas? I don't know. Cold. I know it was supposed to be icing. It iced yesterday, but I'm far enough where it doesn't. I don't really know. I would know more about the Houston area than anything else. There we are. We just went full circle. We just passed up the little road that we were sitting on. But yeah, I heard yesterday there was a lot of incidents in Dallas because of black ice. Just be careful. And if it's see more trucks going around, let's go. But see, if they're, just look at it this way: if the weather is too bad, just park the truck. Screw these companies. Your life is way more important than any of these companies. If they fire you, you'll get hired somewhere else. Period. That's one thing that I've always been very, very passionate about, is like, if the weather's bad and I don't think that it's safe, I don't care if that load is a month behind. It's not going to get there because the weather's bad. I'm not going to kill myself for nobody's load. Heck no. No freaking way. Nobody's load is more important than my life or other people's lives. It's not really just our lives that we're talking about here. We're talking about other people's lives that you're putting in danger as well, because you go out there, take the risk, drive the truck in the bad weather, get into an accident, hit somebody, a family of people, get people hurt or worse. Guess who it's going to fall on? Not your dispatcher, not your company. Well, yeah, it'll fall on your company, but also it's going to fall on you because you took the choice. You made that choice to go out there on the road, to get out there and risk yourself. So they're always going to go after the trucker, regardless. We have no win-win. We can't win with companies. We can't win with DOT officers. We can't win with anything. We just gotta roll with it. Just gotta roll with it. This is what we chose to do. We just gotta roll with it. Flatbed lumber haulers. Well, there was a cop back there for a while, but I guess he's gone now. It's time for lunch. Time for dinner. All right, guys. Well, maybe it's time to let you guys go until next time. Hopefully, you guys kind of enjoyed this. Maybe we can do them more often. Hit a thumbs up if we or comment if we should do this more often. Do the scale watch. If you like it, I might set up a better system where we could see better. Or we could do these drive arounds like this, whatever you guys want. Ooh, that poor concrete mixer is broke down about 2 hours ago, and he still broke down. Not something you want to break down. You don't want that concrete to get hard in that mixer. Not a pretty situation. Oh, that little flatbed just dropped something on the back of from the back of his truck there. Oh, that little pickup. Shout out to all my heavy haulers. There's another one right in front of us. There was so much heavy equipment rolling up and down this area. Two Wiley trucks. I don't know what they haul. Pretty cool looking trailers. Like covered up lowboys. Don't crucify me on the name of that trailer, because I don't never haul that stuff. All right, guys, be safe, be good. God bless you guys. Hopefully see you guys on the road sometime soon. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. I really would appreciate that. For all of you that stop by and say hello, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. More than you guys will ever know. Helps me out with my stress, depression, to be able to talk to you guys, get to know you guys, see what neck of the woods you're in, and all that good stuff. Let's see, Mr. Four-Wheeler. Yeah, I'm not supposed to do this. Don't do this, guys. So get over here. But here we are from the little town of Willis, Texas. Here, and about to go to the house. Y'all be good, be safe. God bless. See you guys on the next video. Peace. We're out of here.